Tesla, everyone, is ending the ability to purchase FSD outright. Everyone, welcome back into the channel. AutopilotEats here. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Thanks for subscribing. Y'all, we got a next destination up here in terms of where we're going. Man, let's do this thing. I'm ready. Tron's ready. I hope we are ready too. FSD is ready. Let's do it. This is going to be a fun one. I think so. Okay, everyone. So, destination that we got to get to today. We got to get to this place, y'all. And many of you are familiar with this place known as Raising Cane's. But everyone, they made a new location, and it's in Edison, New Jersey this time compared to New York City. Got to make this stop. Got to make this stop sign here stop. And then we got to make the left turn here. And then we got to get into the parkway here. There's no cars in sight. And then FSD maneuvers it out here because definitely cars coming from both angles on that one there. So I'm good. FSD is good with that. Everyone, whatever you're looking at right now, this is very true. This is very real. It is currently snowing. It's not snowing as bad as it was earlier, but it is definitely still snowing out here. And they say it's only going to continue throughout the day, which is kind of wild to kind of think about how this thing is going to continue. Okay. Now, FSD has a turn signal on here. Don't really need a turn signal because people might think we're turning there, which we're not. We're turning to the parkway entrance or the freeway entrance up top there, south entrance. So yeah, don't really like that right here. That is having a right turn signal on when we don't need it until we sort of pass that other intersection right there. Now, everyone, for those who've been on the drive, you kind of already know, everyone, where we got to get onto here. We got to merge here into this lane here that gets into the left lane here. And we're probably going to come behind this car here, which is good here. And FSD does maneuver this thing. Everyone, if you have an FSD car, this Tesla, you already know, everyone, full self-driving is going to be degraded here, especially with this kind of mist, because it's kind of like a wintry mix. It's not necessarily snow. It's kind of a mix between the snow and then also the rain. And then they're saying we're supposed to get some sleet too as well, which is kind of odd. But so far, everyone, so good. I wonder if this Tesla has FSD on. Probably not, because they're going to the right. Probably not. Okay, y'all. So I got to talk about why I chose this place, right? Now, I know, like I mentioned in my intro, many of y'all are familiar with this place right here. Everyone, I've been to Raising Cane's one time, and that was in Brooklyn, because at the time there were only locations in New York that was close to me, and I was happy to be in Brooklyn by chance, and I went to Raising Cane's. I got the chicken finger, and I have to say, everyone, that chicken finger was not seasoned. Now, it was fried thoroughly, but in terms of seasoning, you're like, man, this thing is not that really seasoned. But when they throw the Raising Cane sauce on it, when I dipped it into that added a little bit more flavor. But everyone, I don't know. I'm going back because I don't know per se. Like, I don't know if I can really count that one experience as like, yeah, that's the experience that I'm going to go by and stand by. So I'm like, man, I'm in the area. I want to go there. Let's go back to Raising Cane's to see, especially since they have one in Edison. And this place literally just opened up like a couple months ago. And I want to see if they actually do have good eats, or like maybe like the time I had, maybe it was the location, and maybe the person who was cooking it didn't maybe throw the seasoning on top of that thing. So I want to see if it changes my perspective, because everyone, I don't know what it is about Raising Cane's, but people love this place. Now, please, everybody, if I'm missing something, let me know down in the comments here. What am I missing about Raising Cane's? Because again, people really, really enjoy this spot. Now, I gotta say, everyone, I don't know if Raising Cane's, I would say, is better than, let's say, Dave's Hot Chicken. I don't think it is, but again, I only can go off of one perspective. I've been to Dave's Hot Chicken multiple times, and every time I go there, it's phenomenal. But it's a chain, though, but it's still like, I don't know. What are y'all thoughts? Like, what do you think, like, Raising Cane's is better than Dave's Hot Chicken? Like, I'm curious to see what y'all think as well, because I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, because everyone, I was looking online here at this place, And of course, everyone, they have 4.1 reviews, 281 people that have reviewed it. Now, I don't know if we could take this really at face value here, everyone, because of the fact that most of the complaints that I saw was because of the fact that it was a long line. Now, I'm hoping everyone on this snowy, wintry mixed day, I'm hoping everyone is thinking like me and they don't want to drive to Raising Cane's, and hopefully I can slip in there and slip out. To get to takeout, slip out real good. Because man, the line has been like kind of crazy. I've seen online, like it's been like bodies, like I mean like multiple, like just people just lined up with their kids, their dogs, their grandmother, grandfather, like it's been everybody there at that spot. So I'm really hoping everyone, oh my goodness, this person here is coming a little close, everyone. Definitely coming a little bit close. Gotta blow the horn there because FSD ain't gonna do it. And it's unfortunate, everyone, because the person's car, looking like they're driving like an Audi e-tron, I believe, and the person's front side of it is banged up. So that's not a good look. Especially out here, everyone, when you gotta have some good tires out here, because you don't got no good tires, this thing's gonna be bad. So everyone, I'm hoping the line isn't crazy. I really do hope it's not. I feel like it's gonna be not that crazy today, and it's a Sunday, so I'm hoping it's not. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, so what do they serve everyone now? Of course, I've been there again. I had the chicken fingers, but they do serve some sandwiches, and they're mainly known everyone for their sauce, their Raising Cane sauce. I think it's like a Chipotle mayo, but it has some other spices and mixes in there, almost like some paprika. I think I had in there, smoked paprika at that I think is also in there too as well. And again, everyone, I don't understand what the popularity is about it. I mean, I've seen it at Penn Station, everyone. When I went to Penn Station, they had Raising Cane's in Penn Station, New York. It'd be a line. And I'd be like, yo, why is there a line? I really do believe, everyone, Dave's Hot Chicken is better. They got the flavor, and they got the crunch, and then they got different kind of spice levels, and then they also have a sauce too as well, which I think is good. So please, everyone, someone please tell me why this thing is so popular. Again, I'm willing to give it another try. That's why I'm going here today, and hopefully it changes my mind. But I don't know. I hope the soft opening that they had, not a soft opening, but the opening that they had, they kind of got through the kinks of this thing, and now they're aware of, okay, this is how we're going to serve it, and so on. Especially with 4.1, everyone, 281 people. 4.1 is definitely kind of low for Raising Cane's. I think I've seen it sometimes at 4.4. So I think with the location, I think people are just getting a little bit frustrated that long lines, wait time is crazy, and then maybe the food doesn't match up to how long they were waiting in that little line there. But yeah, would you imagine though, if there's a line out here in the snow, I might go back home. I might go back home. I'm not playing around, y'all. I might go back home if there's a line out here in the snow and I gotta wait outside like I did, when I was at the Golden Diner in New York, and it was freezing. I waited outside for 30, 45 minutes to get the golden pancakes. Check that video out, everyone, if you're interested in seeing that one. We got some Tesla news to talk about, 2 items here. Hopefully we get through it before we got 9 minutes available to us on the channel before I gotta go, everyone, and pick up the food, and now we can't talk about Tesla news. But real quick, everyone, hopefully it's not gonna be real quick. Everyone, did you see it? Tesla, everyone, is ending FSD, the ability to purchase FSD outright. Now, this is going to end, everyone, on February 14th, which I think, everyone, is Valentine's Day, which I don't know why it's ending on that day there. Like somebody's going to gift me FSD. Everyone, don't get me wrong, everybody. If somebody gives me FSD on the channel for Valentine's Day, hey, I appreciate you. I'll shout you to the moon and heart you and everything. If you do that for me, that'd be great. But anyway, everyone, they're ending this thing on February the 14th. Everyone, I feel like I seen this one coming, but tried to deny the fact that it was definitely coming, and it was imminent at some point. And it's crazy to think that they're going to do it finally for the first time this year. Like, and it's everyone, it just benefits Tesla in so many different ways. Y'all remember everyone when everyone was on Apple iTunes Store buying singles and of music instead of the whole album of stuff? And then Apple switched it up on us and was like, hey, everybody, you're not going to be able to well, you can still purchase it, but we got this new thing coming out where you can listen to as many albums on Apple, on iTunes, for a standalone price of $10 per month. Y'all remember that when that happened? And then it started to trickle down, everyone, to all these different streaming channels and subscription services that everybody's been doing lately. Like, it's so crazy that FSD would get to, Tesla would make the instance to get to where we are now on February 14th, where you can't buy this thing no more. So now it's only going to be subscription based at $100. Now, of course, you could cancel and add on at any time, but it's crazy because FSD at one point, everyone, was $15K. Moved it down to 12, then it went down to 10, and then it's now down to $8K, which we are at now. Do I think $8K is okay for right now for FSD, for those who are thinking? I believe it is. I wish it was about a little bit lower, maybe like 5K, because then that makes a lot of more people buy it. But at the 8K price tag, unless you're getting a new car or a used car, which is lowering the price, and the tag on FSD is not an issue unless you have the funds for it. But it's still unfortunate that they're going to get rid of it. Everyone, I told you this before, I do the subscription of FSD on the Model 3 that I have right here. And I wanted to buy it in 2022, everyone, but that thing was $12K, $12,000. And FSD was so much in its infancy stages, and it just was so bad. But fast forward 3-4 years later, and this thing is now, you can utilize this thing and it works phenomenally. Like, but think about that, everybody. I was going to purchase that thing at no $12K, not on top of the car was worth at the time, which was $59.90. $50,000, $990. And tack on $12K, that's not happening. But when they started to use the tax credit, it makes sense, but they got rid of the tax credit now. So everyone, I'm curious to see, everyone, like, for those of you who have FSD, how do you like it? And for those who are thinking about purchasing FSD, even though you have a Tesla, since the deadline is February 14th, are you going to think about getting the 8K purchase or not? It's just crazy, and it's kind of unfortunate, everyone, that Tesla had to move to this model here of subscription based only. You can't buy the thing outright. I wish they would keep it, but maybe, like, I don't know, even increase the price to $15K just as an option. But yeah, they're eliminating it entirely here, and it's crazy because, like, I think it would take me maybe 6.5 years to have FSD every single month for those 6.5 years in order to get the 8K. And for most people, they're like, man, like 6.5 years at 8K, if I utilize every month, yeah, that makes sense for me, instead of like buying it outright for 8K and hoping Tesla fulfills their promise of this thing finally going to be unsupervised. But it gets Tesla off the hook, everyone, because now they don't have to do that whole transfer thing of transferring from whatever new car of FSD that you purchase. And now they don't have to think about promising people that this thing is going to be supervised on the hardware 3, which they did at one point, and then hardware 4, knowing they're going to have to move to hardware 5, and then possibly hardware 6 to get it to where it needs to be. So yeah, everyone, that's where we are with it. Like, FSD is growing so much, and now the potential of anyone new buying this thing ends on February 14th. Like, that's it, and it's never coming back. I don't think it is, because this keeps more money in Tesla's pocket, where they have a subscription-based model, and I think they're probably going to do some deals with the subscription-based model. So if you purchase FSD for 12 months or something, they might give you a slight discount. So I think that's where we are. It's unfortunate that's where we are. Last thing, everyone, about Tesla news before we get here in 3 minutes here. Tesla, everyone, launched, everyone, the new 7-seater Model Y, which they haven't done so far, but it's now priced, everyone, for $2,500, but it's only available, everyone, on the premium all-wheel drive. Now, I know what y'all thinking. What comes with this thing? Of course, everyone, they finally added, everyone, the black headliner. So now, everyone, this whole thing is black instead of this whole gray foolishness that they got going on. Everyone, we've been asking that thing for years. And they finally have the black headliner because now the car looks so stealthy compared to what it's looking at like with this little gray here on it. They added a bigger screen, everyone, so now it's 16 inches, I'm sorry, compared to 15.4. So they've upgraded the screen, everyone, similar to the Performance Model Y. And then, everyone, they added some dark badging with the Tesla logos. And then they got some new wheels, 20-inch new wheels, Helix wheels that actually look pretty good, I will say. Everyone, the only I wish that Tesla did was stop playing games with us and give us the limited version trim that they have in China right now. I wish they would have done that for us, but they're not. But I wish they would, because I think that's what people were looking for. Look at your Raising Kings on the right. Everyone, I'm pulling up to this place. Please, 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 everybody, pray for me, and please hope this thing ain't crowded. It is not crowded. That is a miracle. Oh my goodness. Look at the parking lot. The parking lot ain't even busy. That's crazy. Oh my goodness, everybody. It's about time. Woo! Oh, I made it. I made it, y'all. And they got an electrical charge station. Okay. This is actually outstanding. All right, y'all. Let me find a park here. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Everyone, welcome back into the channel. AutopilotEats here. I picked up, everybody, the box combo that I was thinking about doing at Raising Cane's. This is what the box combo comes with. It comes with the chicken fingers, the Texas toast there, the little coleslaw in the back there, the French fries, and then, of course, everyone, as most people love for Raising Cane's, this little tub of their little special sauce, which I don't know why it's so small, everybody, when the coleslaw is this big. Come on, can you make the sauce the same thing? Can you think about that? But everyone, what I gotta say though, I appreciate you, Raising Cane's, for putting a fork there in that little thing here, especially when you're doing takeout. Nice. Everyone, let's start here first, everybody, with this little Texas toast. Now, everyone, this Texas toast definitely looks good on the front. The side profile with the seeds. And in the back, you get to it and you're like, what happened? What happened to this thing, y'all? But let's taste this thing. Definitely taste, everybody, a little bit butter here on the front profile of this thing. But it's definitely a little bit dry, everybody, for me. It's not as moist as you would like a Texas toast to kind of be here. But I say it's just okay. Everyone, I'll come back to it a little bit later on because we got to dip that into the little sauce there that somebody told me I got to do. This chicken finger here looks good here. But everybody, I got to say, it's almost like they almost tried to fry it, just to almost flash fry it. And it looks like if you pull it just up and down, it might fall off or break off in between because it's just not like thoroughly cooked. Like I like a chicken finger, everybody, that's like double fried or something like that. Just to get it a little bit more like cooked in it and have a little bit more crunch. It looks like it has a bit of crunch to it here, but it almost looks like everybody they try to fry it similar to how somebody fries fish. They just fry it kind of basically here. But everybody, I gotta say, this thing looks plain. Let's taste this thing and see how good it is, though. It's got a little bit of a crunch to it on the outside there, but the meat inside this thing is actually pretty white, which I actually like that here. But man, this thing is basic. I don't know what they put on this chicken here, but I don't even think they have salt and pepper on this thing. It's just kind of just fried with something, but whatever it's fried with, it doesn't taste like a chicken tender is supposed to. Especially if it was from Dayside Chicken. Now, this thing would be on fire. Okay, everybody. Let's dip this into this little sauce here, everybody, that everybody says that's like supposedly like so good, everybody. Ooh. This sauce, everybody, is definitely like some smoked paprika in it. Definitely some mayo. It looks like a tad bit of, maybe a tad bit of like garlic, I think, in it. And it's got something else in it. That's a special ingredient that I'm kind of missing there. Because usually I get this thing on the money here in terms of like what's in it. But definitely got that in there. But man, they got something else in here that's making it a little bit kind of like a savory kind of taste. Let's dip this, everybody, into this little chicken thing here. Man, this sauce definitely sticks on that chicken really, really great here, which I like. And it's not dripping, which is great. Everybody, this sauce right here with this chicken is actually pretty good. Now, they probably did the known seasoning on this one here because the sauce has a lot of it here. But yeah, this sauce right here is a killer. Yeah, this sauce is a killer. This sauce is great. Everybody, think about this. This sauce actually reminds me, everybody, of Outback Steakhouse when you get the bloomin' onion. I think it is. I don't know if it's the exact same thing, but it's definitely kind of similar here. That's the way it tastes like. And I think this sauce is definitely great. It's definitely good, for sure. Let's take this Texas toast, everybody, and then dip that into that little thing right there. Little sauce there. See if it's good. Yeah, that garlic, that Texas toast right there, just don't do it any justice. Man, it makes this sauce look it tastes so bland. Man, but the chicken finger, though, that gets it. That's where the money is on this one, for certain. This French fry, though, is still also plain, everybody. Let's dip that into a little sauce here. I say leave them French fries alone, everybody. We ain't gonna have to deal with that. Yeah, why are we dealing with the French fries, man? The French fries are so big. Yo, I gotta stop playing. Yeah. I gotta stop playing. All right, y'all. I'll put my critique up here in terms of what I'm thinking of, everybody. But so far, everyone, I think this chicken tender on everybody is probably about a 6.5. But with the sauce, everybody, makes it like a 7.5, I would definitely say. For certain, maybe an 8, maybe with the sauce, potentially though. And then everybody, this little Texas toast right here, everybody, I'd probably give it like a 5. A 5 out of 10 is what I'm thinking about in terms of 5 out of 10 is what I'm thinking about, everyone, in terms of taste here. Now, in terms of consistency, everybody, I think it's definitely consistent from what I had it before in Brooklyn, where I think it's like just okay. I can't say I'll recommend it because I don't get the hype, everybody. I think it's just okay. I've chased it better, everybody. That's just my opinion. But, all right, y'all, you heard it first, everybody. So you can't say I didn't tell you so. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all again next week. All right, see y'all.